So next I'm going to show you content taxonomy in Localist. So you have events, you have places, you have groups, and you use your own language to describe the context around these events. So things like event type or target audience. Every platform has its own way of describing it. So Localist provides that flexibility through two features: filters and custom fields. So the first one we're going to touch on is filters. Now, out of the box, event types, departments, group types, and place types are included, but every platform can create additional filters if they make sense for the content. So in this example's sake, we have here Towson University. They added a target audience filter. And we can see on the right side here which type of content the filter applies to. So if we click event types, we can see this is the full list of all the different event types that users can A, assign events to, and B, browse events with. So, as you can see, there is a parent-child relationship available. So creating a new filter is as simple as clicking Add Filter and then choosing the parent if there is one. If there isn't one, it will create it as a parent filter. So if I click an individual filter and I want to change the name of it, I can do that very, very simply. And one thing to note here is if I change the name of the filter, I don't need to go back to all the events that were associated with this filter and change the name there. As long as I change the filter name here, it will apply for all events. So how this looks to the end user is, if I jump over to Towson University's public-facing event submission form here, if I'm just submitting an event and I want to choose an event type, here's where I do it. So that's where it's all defined in admin. Similarly with target audience, this is a custom filter that Towson created. I can go in and choose these individual filters as well. And if I'm just a regular user wanting to browse this taxonomy, here's where you do it on the right side. So Localist collects all the events that are associated with these different event types and makes them clickable links. So if I wanted to search for all lectures, arts, and culture, I can just click that parent event type, and it will take me to the results page, showing me just the events associated with those types. So, for example, here for the month of September 2012, these are all the upcoming events associated with that event type. So the second thing to mention with taxonomy is custom fields. And for this example, we're going to jump over to Columbia College Chicago's platform. This is very similar to filters. As you can see, we have the different types of content, events, places, users, and groups. And you can attach custom fields to each of these. So for events, if we click in here, you see Columbia has defined two custom fields, a 25 live confirmation number. This is their room scheduling system. And then just a note for the approver. So if there's something the approver should know about when a regular user is submitting the event, they can define that there. So again, translating that to the public-facing side, if we go to Columbia's public event submission form and scroll down, we can see there are these additional fields here to paste in the confirmation number and the note for the approver. So this is how you define these additional fields. Just a quick kind of easy way to know the difference between the two. A custom field is a flat text field that allows you to enter text in the field itself. And a custom filter is a drop-down, a pre-selected drop-down. So if you want to give users more freedom as far as what they're typing, that's when you'd want to use a custom field. If you'd rather make it something that's more for categorizing events or locking down the browsing experience, use a filter. One other thing to mention on custom fields, You can also make it an HTML box, and this will actually appear as kind of a larger text box on the form. And the last thing is this public form box. So you can actually make custom fields an internal field only. So if I'm an editor and I wanted to leave a note for other editors, I can just uncheck this public form field, and it won't appear on that public submission form. It will only appear on the administration side of Localist. So if I'm editing an event, I will only see that custom field when I'm editing an event on the admin side. As you can see here, if we scroll down on the admin side, here are the custom fields that are defined. And here's a great example of the note for the approver. They removed a link from the URL. So that's content taxonomy in Localist.